short recap of what we learned in the last session, then we can move on to today's session. But before that, I want to share a small tip, sir. Suppose I'm opening the file. So day before, we have used a file, that is PowerPoint exercise. I used this file called as PowerPoint training. This is the file which we have used in the last session. So I'm going to open this file. I think day before we closed the file around 5:11 p.m. I closed the file. Now I'm going to open the same file. So I'm going to open the same file which we have closed the day before. There is a small tip in this PowerPoint. Excel, what will happen is when I close the Excel file and open the Excel file, it will open at the same location. Suppose I have 10 sheets. I closed that 5th sheet and I open. Tomorrow the 5th sheet will go to open. But in PowerPoint, it's reverse. So let me open that file. So this file which I have closed day before, I'm going to open the file. So it's opening with the first slide. It is opening with the first slide. So I don't know where I closed. I would have closed in 20th slide, 25th slide or any slide. But it's opening on the first slide. But one more extra option will be available. On the right hand side, maybe at the bottom, maybe at the top, you can see a small icon will be available here. A small icon. You can see a small icon is available here. So this icon says, welcome back, pick you where you left. That means 29/7/511. I left it at slide number 2. So where we have closed it before closing yesterday or day before, I closed it at a particular slide, maybe 10th slide, 20th slide or some other slide. So when I open it, it always opens with the first slide and it always shows me one more option. That is pick up where you left, that slide number 2. So I want to go to that slide number 2, click on that, it goes to the slide number 2. So this is the new feature in the latest version. Old version, you don't have this feature. Even though if you close at 20, it will open at the first slide. 30 slide, it will always open with the first slide. So we don't know where we have left. Okay, this is one thing I want to, this is a new one. Another one is, assume this is the file which we are going to use every day. Every day I am going to use this file, or most frequently, every month I will update this file and I will do something on this file. So, go to this file. I opened this file already. Go to that file. So when I open the file, when you go to the file, this first file which I opened is available here. So go to that file, click on that file button, click on the file button. And this file is opened here on the right hand side. When I go here on the right hand side, you can see there is an option available here. Add to favorites. Add to favorites. So open the file. Which file you are going to use more frequently? Assume that in the file, every day morning or every week you are going to use this file. So every time going that file and opening the file, you can mark this file as a favorite file. So let me do that. So go to the home file and I go to that file and I click on this favorites. So now what will happen is, what is the advantage of this favorites? Suppose I am closing this file. I am closing this file and I am going to open PowerPoint. Always when you open PowerPoint and go to the file and go to the favorites, so which file you have added, that will be available on the favorites here. So favorite, so every day more frequently you are using this file. Shortcut key, the favorites, you can put it onto the favorites. So on the favorites, your file will be listed here. So you can see your file is listed here. So every time you can come to the favorites and open the file. Recently opened the file. So favorite means every time it will be available here, so that you can click and you can straight away start opening that file. Okay. So how I did it, go to file, which file you want to do it, and the file of favorites are fixed panning. If you don't want it, you can remove the favorites also. There is a star symbol and you can remove the favorites also. Okay. So these are 2 new tips which I want to share, which is in a new feature. Old version, you don't have this feature. And let me start with a small recap or review of what we learned in the last session. Short recap. On the top, you can see your file name and your software name is available, which is title bar. Left hand side of the title bar, you can see 3 or 4 buttons available, which we call it as quad. Below the quad, this overall area put together, we call it as ribbons. On the ribbon, the first item, file, that is your office button. Home, insert and designs are all tabs. A special tab will appear here, that is called as contextual tab. Very good. Below the tab, this clipboard, slides are all groups. On the corner of the group, there is a small arrow mark, that is dialog box launcher, and all the other items are commands. Now, can you tell me how can I hide or unhide a ribbon? Double click for hiding, same double click for unhiding, but one more shortcut key is also available. What is the shortcut key for hiding or unhiding the ribbon is? Control F1. Very good. You can press Control F1 for hiding it, same Control F1 for unhiding the ribbon. Very good. On the left hand side, you can see outline, slide outline, text outline, and always your first slide will be a title slide like this, title slide with the title and a subtitle, and you will not get this ruler by default. Could you tell me how can I enable this ruler? By default, the ruler will not be visible. How do we enable it? Go to the View tab. Under View tab, you have to click on Ruler. You have to select this ruler here. Fine. Then on the bottom, you can see this is your slide layout, and on the bottom there is a notes where we can see the notes during the presenter view. On the bottom, you can see this is our status bar, which shows the status of your file. And there are 4 types of views. I think we have seen only one view. That's a slideshow view. Other views we'll see today. In the views, the plus and minus is your zoom slider, increasing or decreasing the percentage of your view. Okay. First session. What we have seen. First, let me close this file. You know how to close the file. What is the shortcut key or easiest method to close a file? Control W. How can I open a new file? Control N. But always my new file is opening with your company template because we set it. But by default, our company template, it will open a normal plain template. It will be always opening with a normal plain template like this. Suppose I want to apply the template, you can go to the design. Under design, there is a more button. When you click on the more button, and you can select whatever the template you want. There are some predefined templates available here. You can use some of the predefined templates available here. If you don't like the template, if you want to create your own template, first what we have to do is, first we have to select it as plain template here. Then could you tell me where can I go to create a template? Nama template create பண்றது எங்க போணும்? Where do you go to create a template? View, slide master, and where do you change a master? எங்க போய் மாறணும்? You have to go to the first slide, very first slide, and right click. I want to set a background, means you can make a right click. You can go to format background. 3 types of background. We have actually 4, but we have seen only 3. Solid fill, single color, gradient fill, multicolor, and picture also. You can put a picture. You can insert your company logo or picture or anything. Pattern, but I think we didn't see about patterns. Other 3 things we have seen: single, solid fill, gradient fill, multicolors, and the picture also. Okay. So I think last session I filled only the solid fill and I filled with white color. I want to put your company logo or a text. So you can go to insert and you can go to the picture and this device and you can select your company logo here. So and you can place the logo wherever you want. Yes. So I place the logo on the top left hand side or some other area. You can place the logo here. And you can insert your company name also. Insert, you can go to the text box and you can insert it. But this title, and you can put a line also. When you go to insert and I go to the shape and I draw the line. How can I draw a straight line? Shift key. But I didn't press the shift key, I drawn the line. But how can I make this line a straighter? Shape format, you have to make this as 0. Very good. Right. How can I take a copy of this line? One more copy of the line? Control D. Very good. Now this text box, I want this, we don't call it as text box, we call it as a placeholder. Placeholder, whenever I type something in the placeholder, always the placeholder should be in capital letter. Or I want to change the font size, I want to change the font color. For everything, you have to go to the home tab and you have to go to the font and change it. Or we have a shortcut key also. What is the shortcut key to go to the font? Control T. Very good. Control T, and you can make it as all caps and you can make it as font size and font colors and other things. But I want the same font throughout my PowerPoint presentation. So you can go to the slide master where we can see there is an option called as font. Under font, you can either select the font or you can customize your font also. I think last session we used your company font, Malgan Gothic. When you click on Malgan Gothic, all the slides will have the same font. right click, and you can go to bullets, and you can put some bullets for this. Some bullet, customize, and under this font you have webdings. Webdings are various types of bullets. Wingdings are various types of bullets. So I think last session we selected some bullets. And we placed this header and footer. Where you want to place it, you can place it. Now I close the master view. Could you tell me how can I save this template? I want the template to be saved. Or how do we save it, or where can we save the template? Design operator, then click on the more button, then save current theme. And it has to be saved in a particular location, and you can give a name and you can save it. But tomorrow I open a PowerPoint presentation. I want that template to be applied. So you can go to the more button and you can apply the template. But I don't want to every time apply the template. I want the template should apply automatically. Whenever I create a PowerPoint presentation, I want this template should come automatically. So what I can do, click here, right click, and you can set it as default theme. Very good. So that's how we did it. When I open a new file, it always opens with your company template. Now I can type something here. I can type the title. And how can I move from the title to subtitle list? Control Enter. But how can I insert a new slide? Control M. Or now I already have entered two text. Now I can insert a slide by pressing Control Enter also. Or you can make a right click and you can insert it, or enter to insert it. So I have inserted a slide. And first session we have seen about the dictation. Home tab, dictate. You can dictate it in any language. Whatever you are dictating, that will turn into a text here. It automatically turns into a text. You can dictate it in any language also. After dictation is over, we have seen about indent and outdent. So let me open the same file so that it's very easy to do that. I'll open the same file which you opened in the last session. Indenting and outdenting. For example, here we have something like South region. Below South region, I have Kerala, Tamil Nadu. So this should be the sub level of this. So you can increase list level or decrease list level, or we have shortcut key for this also. What is the shortcut key? Indent and outdent. Control Shift Alt. Alt Shift right arrow, Alt Shift left arrow. And suppose I want to move the point upwards and downwards. Alt Shift down arrow, Alt Shift up arrow also. Suppose if I am going beyond the limit of my slide, suppose I am typing some points like this, and when I type some points and I am going beyond the limit of my slide, what will happen is your font size will get squeezed. But I don't want the font size to get squeezed. When I type it, you can see a small tag is appearing. You can click on the tag where we can see split between two slides, continue on a new slide, change to two columns. Suppose I am splitting between two slides, it will get splitted between two slides. I can move a point from one slide, point to another point, upwards and downwards. But I want to move this point from one slide to another slide. One slide na view lo poitu, then view. After this, I want to move a point from one slide to another slide. Here it's not possible. You cannot move a point from one slide to another. It will stop here. But I want to move to another slide. Go to view. Under view, you have an option called as outline view. When you click on outline view, here you can move it. Suppose I want this point to move upwards to the previous slide, I can move it. Next slide, I can move it like this. So you can move between one slide to another slide also. That is outline view and the normal view. Yeah, come back to the normal view. Can tell me in one slide, how can I split two columns? I want two columns in one slide. How can I get two columns? You can go to the home tab and you can see there is an option available, add remove columns, where you can add some 2 or 3 columns. How can I get some random text like this? Equal to RAND, open bracket, close bracket, or you can even specify how many rows and how many paragraphs you want. 4, 2, 2, 3 you can give it, or LOREM, that also will text a random text. How can I select the entire paragraph? If I make a double click, a word will get selected. But how can I select the entire paragraph? Triple click. And I want to change the case, uppercase, lowercase, proper case. Shift F3 is the shortcut key. Shift F3 once, uppercase, lowercase, and proper case. Control B is for bold, Control U is for underline, Control I is for italics. How can I increase and decrease the font size? Control shift less than greater than, or you can use square bracket also. Very good. Open square bracket, and you can use the close square bracket also. If you are using a same word more, I want to check the spelling and grammar. There is a shortcut key for checking the spelling and grammars. F7. F7 is a shortcut key for checking spelling and grammars. Suppose I want to check a word. I want to replace the word with some other word. Suppose I have something like this quick. I want to replace it with some other word. So you can use one more shortcut key, Shift F7. It will show you what is the other word equivalent to this. For example, I selected quick and I say pressed Shift F7. What are all the other words? Instead of quick, I can use the rapid, fast, speedy, shift, hasty. So I can use some other word also. And you can even find you can even translate this word also. Select it and you can go to the review tab. There we have an option called as translate. And I think we have two types of alignment. One is left alignment, Control L, right alignment, Control R, center alignment, Control E, and we have one more thing called as justify. And there is one more alignment available, that is top, middle and bottom. When you go to the home tab, you can see there is an arrow mark here, align text, top, middle and bottom. Left, right alignment, top, middle and bottom alignment also. Very good. So these are all the things we have seen. Then we have seen spelling and grammars also we have seen. Autocorrect. Whenever I type something, it's automatically correcting. First letter will become a capital, minus, minus, greater than, less than, minus, minus. So it will change the autocorrect. But could you tell me how can I create our own autocorrect? Whenever I type something like this, when I type your company name, it should automatically correct it as HL Mando Anand India Private Limited. How can I create this autocorrect? File and go to options, under options, proofing, under proofing, autocorrect option. Replace with. When you type what, it has to be replaced with what. When you type MAIL, it has to be replaced with HL Mando. Okay. So, and even you have this, suppose I want this 2 to go to the top and 2 to come to the bottom. Subscript and superscript. We have a shortcut key for it. Control plus for subscript. Control shift plus for superscript. And whenever I type something, my text cannot be aligned properly. Suppose I type something and I press tab, my cursor should land into a particular area. It should land when I press another tab, it should go to the particular area. It should be landed into a particular area. That is called as tab settings. On the left hand side, you can see there are 4 types of tab. Left tab, center tab, right tab, and decimal tab. So you can fix it wherever you want to fix. You can just go. Suppose I want at 15th, I can go to 15th and fix it at 15th. I want at 20, I can fix it at 20. So when I press the tab, it straight away lands into 15. Another tab, it straight away lands into 20. So that your alignment will be proper. So this is normal tab, and we have seen about the decimal tab also. If you fix the decimal tab will be at the same position. You can see the decimal is coming at the same position. You can go to the ruler and fix it, but there is one more method of fixing the tab. What is another method of fixing the tab is? Go to the home tab, paragraph arrow mark, then tabs. There is a tabs where we can fix where you want the tab. 15, 18, 19, you can fix your tab, appropriate tabs. Then we have seen how to give a space between the lines. Go to the home tab and go to this line spacing and the line spacing option. Space between the lines, space between the paragraphs. And finally, we have seen how to import data from Word to PowerPoint. Suppose I open this Word file, company presentation. From company presentation, I want to export it to a PowerPoint presentation. Your heading 1, heading 2. All the heading 1 will be title. Heading 2 will be the content. Heading 3 will be the sub-content. So I want to export it to PowerPoint presentation. But in Word, we have an option called as send to Microsoft PowerPoint. But the send to Microsoft PowerPoint, by default, it will not be visible. Can tell me how can I get it here? How can I get the send to Microsoft PowerPoint here? Only right click panni, you can go to customize quick access toolbar, method 1, method number 2, go to file, under file, you have to go to options. Under options, you can go to quick access toolbar. Under this, you have to select, instead of popular, you have to select it as commands, not in the ribbon, and click here. And what is option? send it to Microsoft. Send to Microsoft. When I put this send it to Microsoft, and you can add it here. Select it and you can add it here. That will get added. And I say OK. Now just go here and make a click. It automatically creates a new PowerPoint presentation. But already I created a PowerPoint presentation. I want that to be in the existing PowerPoint presentation. So go to Home tab, New Slide. Under New Slide, you have to select an option called a Slide from Outline. And select that Word file. And I say OK. That Word file will get inside. And how can I get it from PowerPoint to PowerPoint is Home tab, New Slide, Reuse Slides, and open Browse and select a PowerPoint file. Select that PowerPoint file, and if you say OK, when you select that PowerPoint file, this driving success, and I say Open, that PowerPoint file will be listed. Just to click, it will get inserted. And then, but how that word is correctly finding out that it should be the heading and it should be the subheading. This heading, this subheading, this is heading 1, heading 2, heading 3. How can I make a text as a heading 1? Control Alt 1 for heading 1, Control Alt 2 for heading 2, Control Alt 3 for heading 3. And then finally we have seen how to make a headers and footers. Go to Insert and you can click on Headers and Footer, or use the shortcut key Alt Shift D, and you can give the header and footer. Update automatically. Fixed yesterday, last session, we have selected update automatically, so that the date is changing automatically here. Slide number and footer, and you can say apply to all. Then I want to run a slideshow. You know how to run the slideshow? F5 is the shortcut key for running the slideshow. How to go to the next slide is down arrow, right arrow, enter, spacebar, page down, N for next, up for previous, left, and P for previous, up arrow. But how can I jump between one slide to another slide if I know the slide number? I know the slide number. Can you tell me how can I go to a particular slide if I know the slide number? Type the slide number. I want to go to the slide number 12, 1, 2, and enter. It will go to the 12th slide. But I don't know the slide number. There are two methods. What is the first method? If you know the slide number, type the slide number, you can go to the slide number. If you don't know the slide number, we can use the shortcut key, Control Yes. Control Yes, which will show you the list of slides. And select the slide and say OK. That's one method. Or else, this will show you only the title of the slide, but I want to see the slide preview. You can use the shortcut key, minus. When I press minus, all the slides will be listed here. While running the slideshow, minus or plus to increase the zoom percentage, and you can go to a particular slide. Click, it will go to that particular slide. How can I convert my mouse as the pen or pencil? Mouse every pen, pencil, matala. Control P. When I press Control P, your mouse will turn into a pen or a pencil. How can I erase this? Control E. Erase everything? E. Highlighter? Control I for highlighter. Okay, and right click, pointer option, you can change the color of your laser, color of your pen, and color of your highlighter also. But I want my mouse to turn like a laser pointer. How can I turn a mouse as a laser pointer? Control L. So your mouse will turn into a laser pointer. When I press escape, it will come out of the slide. But could you tell me how can I restart the presentation where I have left it? Restart. Shift F5. How can I pause a presentation? Pause. W for white screen. But I want a black screen, then we can go for B. Very good. How can I run a mini slideshow? Go to the bottom, hold the Alt key, and there is a slideshow button here. Alt and click on the slideshow button where we can run a mini slideshow. On the top, you can see a mini slideshow is running there. Mini slideshow. So there will be a mini slideshow like this. And we want, whenever I give a presentation, I want the subtitles here. Go to slideshow tab, under slideshow tab, subtitle settings, and what is the language you are going to dictate, and what is the language you want it as a subtitle. Select it and always use subtitle, and I select this and I run the slideshow. Now whatever you are dictating, that will turn into it will translate. Actually it will translate. Okay. Right. So always show subtitle. But while running the slideshow, I want the subtitle in between, means you can make a right click and you can run the subtitle also. And we have a shortcut key for the presenter view. What is the shortcut key for presenter view? Alt F5, where audience will have a different view, presenter will have a different view. Now you are all seeing only the slideshow, but I am seeing the presenter view here. Alt F5, Alt function F5. Yes. I think we stopped here. This is our last chapter yesterday. Day before. So before moving on to today's session, yes. As of now, whatever we have seen, any questions, doubts, queries? Doubt clear? Okay, shall we move on to today's session? We'll see further more tips about the slideshows and about the animation, about the transition first. Then we'll see how to insert other objects also. We have seen only the text object. Today we'll see how to insert the tables, how to insert the chart, pictures and other things. Now, while running a presentation, types of videos can be run here. One is, I want a recorded video. I'm going to send this file to someone else. I want the recorded video on the background. I want to record my voice. I want to record my screen. I want the recorded video. Second one is live video. While presenting, I want the live video in my PowerPoint presentation. Both are possible. First, we'll see how to make a recorded video. How can I make a recorded video here? Go to any slide. Maybe I'll go to the slide number 1. Let us go to the slide number 1 and go to the tab called as slideshow. Go to the slide number 1. Go to the tab called as slideshow. When you go to the tab of slideshow, where you can see record, there is an option called as record. Under record, you can see from current slide or from beginning. From current slide or from the beginning. For example, I'll say from current slide, or you can record it from the beginning also. So I click on from current slide. So now you would have noticed, maybe, I don't know whether you are able to see it here. Yeah. My screen looks like this. Up and down. Actually, the video will be on. And I will show you that video here. It will be like this. So you will get this screen. You will get this screen. When I click on record video, you will get the screen. On the screen, you can see there is a record button available. There is a round like record button available. You have to click on the record button here. So 3, 2, 1. It will start the recording along with your video. So on the slide, the video will get inserted. So now whatever I am discussing, it's recorded there on the background. Your video is recording. So this video, I want it in my PowerPoint slide. This video will be on your PowerPoint slide. So now I'll go there and I stop this. Now you can notice that is recorded on my slide here. So I got that video was recorded in my slide. So in my slide, this video is available. You can place it wherever you want it. You can place this video wherever you want. And it's not required. It has to be in circle format. You can change the format also. Select this and go to the top. And we can set this as a video format and you can put it as a square type, and you can change your video view format also here. So your slideshow will run along with this video. With your video. So on the slide, the video will get inserted. So this is a recorded video. This one is a recorded video. So you can record the video and you can place and you can send this video to anyone. Audio, video, both will get recorded. This is recorded video. Assume that if I don't want the recorded video, two methods. So first how we recorded is very simple. We have gone to the slideshow and we click on record from the current slide or from the beginning. Then click on record. Your video will get recorded on the background. And if you want this video, you can have it. If you don't want the video, temporarily if you don't want the video, go to the slideshow. Go to the slideshow. Under slideshow, you have an option called as play narration. Play narration. Go to slideshow and untick that play narration. So untick that play narration. Now if I run the slideshow, you can see the video will not be available on your screen. Temporarily the video will get removed. Temporarily your video will get removed. So if you don't want that video to run, that screen camera should run. So then go to the slideshow and go to the play, uncheck that play narration. If you don't want this video permanently, then you can delete this video. Straight away select it and you can delete the video. This is a recorded video. But assume I am presenting this video in an online, in a meeting or anywhere else in a screen like this. When I present the video, I want the live video should appear. So like this in a meeting, I want the live video. So someone you are watching on the screen, I want my face also, my live video should be available on my screen. So live video. So go to any slide, insert. This is also a new feature. This feature will work only after 2021 of PowerPoint. Earlier version we don't have it. Go to insert. Under insert, cameo. Go to insert. Below the insert, cameo. There is an option called as cameo. And whether you want the cameo in all the slide or you want the cameo only in this slide, your wish. I will go with this slide. So insert cameo with this slide. So let me do that cameo in this slide. And where you want this cameo should be screen, whether on the left side, right side, top, bottom. You can place it wherever you want. And even you can change it. I don't want it as a circle. Can I make it a square type or anything? Go to the camera format, camera styles. Camera format, camera styles. And which size you want it, you can select that size. Okay. Now I placed it on the right side of my slide. Even you can increase the height and width also. I placed it here on the right side. Now if I run the slideshow, I'm going to run the slideshow F5. Now you will get the live video. So it's a live video. It's not a recorded video. It's a live video. So whatever you are speaking, that will be available live. This is your live video. So you can get two types of video. The earlier one is your recorded. Record it and you can send it to others. This is while presenting. You can have this live video. Cameo. Okay. Now time being, I'm going to switch off this cameo. Let us start with animation. Let us start with animation. There are two types of animation available in Excel. Is it animation required? Yeah, sometimes animation is required. For example, I am presenting a chart, January to December. First, I want to show the January month. Then I want to show the difference, whether you improved or not. I want to show the difference between January. I want to compare January with February. So then it should appear 1st January, 2nd February, 3rd March. So then we need the animation. Two types of animation. First one is animation within the slide. Second one is animation between the slide. So animation within the slide, animation between the slide. So let us start with animation within the slide, then we'll see animation between the slide. Okay, first let us start with animation within the slide. So for example, first we'll start this, then I will go with within. First I will go with between, sorry, I wrongly mentioned. First we'll start between the slide, then we'll go within the slide. Okay, we'll start first between. Second I will start one. So select the slide. So when I run the slideshow F5, a slide is appearing, just it's appearing. But I want to do some animation. Instead of just bluntly appearing, I want to do some animation for it. Select the slide. Transition. Go to the tab called as transition. There is a tab called as transition. Under the transition, you can see there are transition to this slide. Transition to this slide. So go to the transition to this slide and there is a more button here. Click on this more button. Various types of transitions is available. Various type. Try to give the simple transition. Simple on a transition. Maybe the last row from the last second first better. So don't give some cinematic animation like this aeroplane, dissolve. Don't do that. Try to give some simple animation. For example, I'll go with flip, gallery, switch. For example, I'll go with the flip or gallery. I click on gallery. Yes. So gallery means the animations look like this. It's a gallery. So I have gone to transition. Under transition, we have gone to the more. Under more, I have selected gallery. So this is how the animation will appear. And you would have noticed on the left hand side of the slide, there is a small star symbol appearing. This star symbol indicates that this slide is animated. This slide is animated. Okay. Now, let me run the slideshow and check. I place F5. Yes. It's animated here. But this animation is coming from left to right. Can I change the direction? And this animation is little bit faster. Can I make it as slower? Yes. Select the animation. Select the slide. Transition. We have selected gallery. Okay. Effect option. Go to the effect option. You can see here direction. From right, from left. Will this effect option be same for all the animation? The animation in the effect option no, not at all. For example, if I selected something like a checkerboard, the effect option will be different. Maybe if I select clock, the effect option will be different. Clockwise, counterclockwise, widgets. So based on the animation, this effect option will keep on changing. So let us go for, I have selected gallery. And I don't want it from left to right. If I want to change the direction, you can change it here. Right to left or left to right. Your wish. Sounds. Avoid giving sounds. SNG, please do avoid giving sounds. Do other two during a training, during a meeting. If you are giving sounds, people will get annoyed. SNG sounds use pannadi while during the presentation. No one will give an applaud, but you will get that applause sound. Applause sound. Most of the stage shows, no one will give a whistle. You will get the whistling sound. So the many options that is available here, but try to avoid it during the presentation, during the meetings, corporate meetings. Try to avoid the sounds. Duration. What is this duration? This duration is your animation duration. Animation duration. How fast you want the animation, how slow you want the animation. For For example, this duration, I want to increase it. Maybe I'll put it as 3. When I put it as 3 and I run the slideshow, now you can see it will be little bit slower. Earlier it will be very faster. Now it's very slower here. It's a bit slower here. Okay. And there is one more timings that we'll see in another few minutes. I want the same animation for all my slides. Same animation. So first we selected the animation. Then we changed the effect option. We changed the duration also. Now there is an option called as apply to all. There is a button called as apply to all. Just click on apply to all. Apply to all. Now if I run the slideshow, now you can notice all the slides, first slide, second slide, third slide, all the slide will have same kind of animation. Same animation will be available for all the slides. Okay, can I have different animation for different slide? Yes, that we'll see it in our next session. So you can see all the slides is giving the same type of animation. Done? Yes. Right. Now let us see about timings. There are 3 types of timings. Same timings. All the slide. I want the same time, 5 seconds, 10 seconds. Second one, different timing. Third one, rehearsal. 2 types of rehearsal is available. We'll see both types of rehearsal. Same timings for all the slide. Different timings for different slides. Rehearsal, and we can fix the timings. Okay. Let us start with same timings. How can I give the same timings for all my slides? Okay. Right. As usual, select any one of the slide. Let me select the first slide. Now first slide is select பண்ணிக்கிறேன். Go to the first slide. Go to the transition again. Again go to the transition. Under the transition, you can see the last advanced slide where you can see on mouse click, that is already selected. Instead of on mouse click, there is an option called as after. After. Check that after. Enable that after. And you can increase your timings. For example, approximately I am increasing to maybe 5 seconds. I am saying 5 seconds. Yes. After saying 5 seconds, apply to all. Now you apply to all. After selecting 5 seconds, you have to click on apply to all. Now run the slideshow F5. Yes. First slide will run for 5 seconds. After 5 seconds is over, it automatically moves to the next slide. So every 5 seconds. First slide 5 seconds, second slide 5 seconds, third slide 5 seconds. So every slide will run for 5 seconds. Can I stop this? While running the slideshow 5 seconds, temporarily I want to pause this timing. I don't want the timing should run temporarily. You can use the shortcut key. Yes. Yes for stop. The timing will get stopped. 5 seconds run out, stop it. Now it will not go to the next slide after 5 seconds. I want to restart the timing again. Same, yes. Start your timings. Okay. S for stopping, same S for starting. But any idea what will happen if all the slides has been completed? Ella slide mudinjadukku appuram enna agum? Any idea? After all the slides are over, what will happen? I have 25 slides. Assume I have 25 slides. After 25 slides is over, what will happen? Normally, blank slide. It will close your presentation. Very good. After the blank slide, it will close the presentation. I don't know which is my last slide. For example, 25. No, there is no 25 slide. Yeah, 25 slide. After 25, 26. After 26 slide, it has become blank, which I don't want. After 25 slide is over, you would have seen in the reception, you would have seen in the shop floor or anywhere else. After all the slide is over, it will restart from the first slide. It will restart from the first slide. So, go to the slideshow tab. There is a tab called as slideshow. Go to the slideshow. Under slideshow, go to the slideshow. Under slideshow, setup slideshow. Slideshow, setup slideshow. Under setup slideshow, you can notice there is an option available. Loop continuously until escape. Go to the slideshow, setup slideshow. Below the setup slideshow, loop continuously until escape. Select that option. Tick that option. This loop continuously escape. Tick that option. And I say OK here. Yes. Now you can notice after 26th slide, my system I have 26 slides. After 26 slide is over, it will restart from the first slide. 26 slide mudinjavana parunga, it is restarting from the first slide. Okay. So slideshow, setup slideshow, and setup slideshow, loop continuously until escape. Okay. Right. So this is same timings, but I want to give a different timings. All the slides I have given 5 seconds, that's okay. But logically it may not be correct. Some slide may be very small, some slide may be very huge. So I cannot give 5 seconds for every slide. I want to give a different timings. I want to give a different timings for all the slides. How can I give a different timings for all the slides? Yes. For this, you have to go to slide sorter view. Where is that slide sorter view? View. The view tab. Go to the view tab. Under that view tab, when you go to the view tab, there you can find the third option, slide sorter view. Go to view, slide sorter view, or on the bottom you can see there is a button on the status bar called as slide sorter view. On the bottom of the status bar also you can see that slide sorter view is available. View slide sorter view, or on the bottom also you can see the slide sorter view. Both are same. Both are same. You can use anything. You can use anything. So let me go to view, slide sorter view. Under slide sorter view, I think I am seeing around 10 or 20 slides. But I want to see all the slides. Reduce the percentage of your view, minus. Just put a minus and reduce the percentage of your view so that I can see all the 26 slides. So reduce the percentage and I am able to see all the 26 slides here. First advantage of the slide sorter view is, you can rearrange your slides. For example, I want the 12th slide should come before 10th slide. I want the 18th slide should come after 10th slide. Like this, you want to rearrange it. That's very simple. So drag this 10 and bring it before 12. Cut panni, copy panni, paste. Instead of cutting, copying and pasting, Very simply, you can rearrange your slides like this. That's one advantage. Slide sorter use பண்றதுக்கு ஒரு advantage. You can go to the slide sorter and you can rearrange your slide. Second advantage is animation and timings. For example, second slide, fifth slide, 10th slide, 12th slide, I want to give a different timings and different animation. Could you tell me how do we select the second slide, sixth slide and 10th slide? Non-continuous slides, எப்படி select பண்ணலாம்? How do we select it? Control key. Very good. Or I want to select it second till 10th. Shift key. That's all. Continuous. So, continuous, you have to press the shift key. Non-continuous means you have to press the control key. Whichever. So, suppose I want second. Then hold the control key. I selected 6th. Hold the control key. I selected 9th. Hold the control key. I selected 11th. Hold the control key. I select for like this. I'm selecting multiple slides. So I selected 4 or 5 multiple slides. Wherever you can see the red borders. Wherever the red border is available, that means that slide is getting selected. Now go to the transition. Go to the transition. Suppose this 6 or 7 slides. I want a different animation. I want different animation. Maybe for example, I'll put an animation called a switch. I'm putting at a switch animation. Switch animation. And I'm increasing the timing for this 5 slides or 6 slides. I'm putting it as 10 seconds. Yes. Now you can see only the slide which I have selected. Now select panna slides mattum 10 seconds. 10 seconds, 10 seconds, 10 seconds. Other slides are having 5 seconds. The selected slide will have a different animation. The selected slide will have a different timings. So you can give a different timings for different slides. First you have to go to the slide sorter view. View and go to the slide sorter view. First method, or go to the slide sorter view here and rearrange your slides and give the timings for your slides. Okay. How can I come back to the normal view again? Normal view. How do we come back to normal view? Bottom, you can go here and make it as normal view, or go to the view normal view, or any slide double click. Any one of the slide, if you make a double click, it will come back to the normal view again. Any slide double click, it will come back to the normal view. Okay. I told you 3 types of timing. One is same timings. Another one is different timing. Third one, rehearsal. I think that's always better. 2 types of rehearsal. Latest version, we have a AI tool for rehearsing. It's always do a rehearsal. When personally I will do a rehearsal. Before every training session, I make a rehearsal. I'll make a practice before every training session. Similarly, before giving a PowerPoint presentation, please do 2 types of rehearsal. One is the timing rehearsal. Second one, how I am speaking, whether my language is good. Faster பேசுறேனா ஸ்லோவா பேசுறேனா நடுவுல பாஸ் விடுறேனா whether my grammar is okay, whether my pitch is okay, இதெல்லாம் கூட செக் பண்ணலாம். First we'll check with the timings. Go to the slideshow tab. Go to the slideshow tab. On the slideshow tab, there is a button available. Rehearse timings. Rehearse timings. Go to the slideshow. Below the slideshow, you can see rehearse timings. I click on rehearse timings. You can notice 2 timings are running on the top. Top la pathina 2 timings run ஆகுது பாருங்க on the top most area. One is your current timings. Second one is your entire slideshow timing. First la varudhu current slide oda timing. Second la varudhu entire slide oda timings. Now I press enter. After some 20 seconds, I am pressing enter. So after 20 seconds, it will go to the next slide. So assume that I am doing some rehearsal, I am practicing something, I am dictating something. நான் ஏதோ ஒரு விஷயம் practice பண்ணிட்டே இருக்கேன். So after my practice is over, now I press enter. So it will go to the next slide. So போன slide 16 seconds போயிருக்கு. Every slides I make a rehearsal here. So I do the rehearsal and I practice it in each and every slide, and I then press enter. So that you will be knowing, 100 slides what is the time taken for that 100 slides. Just like that, you present you cannot present all your slides, right? You have to make a rehearsal. If your presentation is for half an hour, you have to make it for half an hour. Don't do it for 1 hour and 2 hours. So you have to make a rehearsal. How long my slides will take? You can make a rehearsal here. After making the rehearsal, I assume my rehearsal is over. Now I press escape. Now it shows the total time for your slide shows 1 minute and 30 seconds. So nama rehearsal pannada, I think I made a rehearsal with only 4 slides. Other slides will have that common 5-10 seconds timings. So this 4 slides will have the timings which I have given. Yes. Eppadi check panni paakalam? How can I check it down? Go to the slide sorter view. Click on slide sorter view, and you can notice here whatever the timings you have shown that's available. First slide will go for 21 seconds. Second slide will go for 15 seconds. Third slide is 13 seconds. Then 24 seconds. Rehearsal. Next we'll see one more rehearsal. Okay. Now, let us come back to the normal view. For this, I think you need a internet or Wi-Fi connection. Next option, Wi-Fi connection is required. If it is available, use it, or you can connect it. If you want, you can connect it to your mobile hotspot also. Or else, if you don't want to do that, you can just watch here also. It's very simple. Rehearse. We are going to make a rehearsal. Last session, we made a rehearsal based on the timings. Or PowerPoint presentation, evola timing over slides. Each slide, what will be the timings? We can make a rehearsal here. Second one, while making a rehearsal also, I want to know whether my tone is okay, whether my voice tone is okay, whether I am speaking in a good speed, correctana speed le pesarna, grammar correct spelling, sorry, pronunciations correct I'm not speaking frequently, I'm thinking something. Filler words use filler words use everything it will check. Everything it will check. So place the cursor on any one of the slide. This is also very important before creating a slideshow. Slideshow pandradhu idu mukkiyam. So idu or AI tool. It's an AI tool. Go to slideshow. Rehearse with coach. Rehearse with coach. Same slideshow, there is a button called as rehearse with coach. And it will ask you, do you want to start the rehearsal? Let's see the live feedback, and as you rehearse, start rehearsing. So I click on start rehearsing. So whatever I'm saying now, it's listening, and it will give you the feedback. How is my voice, whether my pitch is okay, whether my tone is okay, whether I'm speaking in a good speed, whether my grammar is okay. It will listen everything. At last, it will give you the feedback also. Or just I'm reading whatever the things available in this slide. For example, something is available in the slide. I'm reading the text words. Create engaging slides. Define your purpose. Engaging your audience. அப்படியே பார்த்து படிச்சிட்டு இருக்கீங்களா இல்ல நீங்க கரெக்ட்டா தான் கொடுக்கலாம்ன்றது எல்லாத்தையுமே it will check. So everything it is checking. Now it has listening everything. After listening it, after checking it, finally, if your checking is over, everything is over, press escape. It will show you a small report for us. A report coming. Great job rehearsing. Keep your hard work. You have spent around 50 seconds to take the rehearsal. 3 minutes, 3 slides. Fantastic. You didn't say too many filler words. Filler words, நான் எதுவும் யோசிக்கவே இல்லை. இந்த மாதிரி முன்ன யோசிப்போம் இல்லையா, அந்த மாதிரி யோசிக்கலாம் நான் யோசிக்கல. Repeated words, I didn't use the same repeated words also. Use பண்ண வார்த்தையை யூஸ் பண்ணல. Including the language is also very good, and pace is also good. 138 speed, average pace over time. Pitch, my pitch is also somewhat okay. Originality, பாருங்க ஒரு ஸ்லைடை பார்த்து நான் அப்படியே படிச்சேன். Just I read out from the slide. So it says avoid the reading out the slide. Slide about just padikalam kudad. You should not read out from the slide. You have to give your own things to make your audience more engaged. So unfortunately, the report running a condor mudiyadu, you can just see the report here. You cannot take a printout of it. You cannot save this report as of now. You can just see the rehearsal here. So if you want to rehearse again, you can click on rehearsal and you can make the rehearsal. So maybe with their subordinates, if they think how they are speaking, so everything you can make a rehearsal here. This is a new tool which is available from 2019 of PowerPoint. Old version of PowerPoint, we don't have this option. This is a new feature in PowerPoint. Rehearsing. Start rehearsing, it will start the rehearsal. Okay? Done? Next, we will see about animation within the slide. Before that, a little warm-up task, which I want you to try. PowerPoint exercise. When you go to that PowerPoint exercise, there is a folder available or file available. Yesterday, you opened that PowerPoint exercise. Please open that file. Under that file, avoiding pitfalls of bad slide. There is a PowerPoint presentation called as avoid the pitfalls of bad presentation. In the mari or slides irukku. Avoid the pitfalls of bad presentation. Now, what are going to do is, in the slide vechi neenga enna panna poringna, what are you going to do is, I want you to arrange these slides. Arrange the slides. I want the slides should be arranged properly. Very simple. Like this. In the slide, you proper arrange. Easy. Adile question answer. How to arrange it. This first slide, this second slide, this third slide. After arranging, I will tell you what to be done. Arrange the slides like this. Done. Now, after arranging the slide, now what I want you to do this is around 7 slides. They order the 7 slides has to be imported at the last. Maybe all the 7 slides has to be imported here with this format. And another format order, idea template order. I want the same template and the Mando automotive and the logo, everything I want it. That 7 slides has to be inserted at the last. Suppose if you have 25 slides, insert it after 26th slide. Or 30 slides in the after 30. 40 are in the after 40. Insert that 7 slides after this slide with this template. In the template order. I don't want other template. I want with this template. This template. So with this template, that 7 slides has to be inserted here. So how can I get a slide from one PowerPoint to another PowerPoint? ஒரு PowerPointல இருந்து இன்னொரு PowerPointக்கு எப்படி slides கொண்டு வர? Reuse. Reuse. I'm saying the answer. Bring the 7 slides. After arranging the slides, bring the 7 slides to this existing presentation. ஏற்கனவே நம்ம ரெடி பண்ணி வச்சிருந்த பிரசன்டேஷன்ல அதை கொண்டு வரணும். டெம்ப்ளேட் இதுல என்ன டெம்ப்ளேட் இருக்கோ அந்த டெம்ப்ளேட்டோட அதே கலர் ஃபார்மேட் காப்பி பண்ணி பேஸ்ட் பண்ணி சரியா வராது சொல்யூஷன் மாதிரி அது bring it as per this template. Same template. Not this time. Yes. What happened? How can I bring a PowerPoint to another PowerPoint? Okay. Let me close this. And the avoiding pitfalls and the slider close panning that has to be closed. Control W, close it. Now here I want to bring that 5 slides to this presentation. Home tab, new slide, reuse slides. Home tab, new slide, reuse slides. Browse. Today morning we have recapped it also. Last week also, day before also we did it. Browse. Browse. Under browse, select that file, avoiding the pitfalls of bad slide. Select the file. Open. So that files are available here. Please do not select this. Keep source formatting. Keep source formatting. Do not select it. In the keep source formatting, select panna kuda. And you have to select it. Sorry, I didn't order it. So order panna slide select. I selected. I will select the file which you have ordered. Avoiding pitfalls of bad slide. Open. So I have 5 slides. Don't select the keep source formatting and click on the first slide. Click on the second slide. Click on the third slide. Click on the fourth slide. Click on the fifth slide. Sixth slide. Seventh slide. So we have inserted all the slides here. One PowerPoint to another PowerPoint. One PowerPoint from one PowerPoint we have inserted to another PowerPoint here. Sir? Format, அந்த format தான் இருக்கு actually. இது தனியா இந்த template போட்டிருக்கோம் சார். இது வேற template. அந்த format தான். It's on the same template தான் இருக்கு. It's on the same template. Logo இங்க மேல இருக்கறனால இந்த பாக்ஸ் இருக்கனால மறைஞ்சு போயிருக்கு logo. Reuse slides பண்ணனும். The same slide. Don't select the keep source formatting. அவ்வளவுதான். Okay. Let me close this. We have seen about animation within the slide. Next we will see animation between the slides. So, sorry, within the slide. Between the slide we have done. Now animation within the slide. Go to the slide number 1. Let us go to the slide number 1. And I select the title of the slide. I selected the title of the slide. And I want to do an animation for this. In the slide, this title, I want to do animation. Title. For this title, I want to do an animation. Select that object, select the title. 4 types of animation is available. 4 vidhamana animation. Animation. How the animation, first animation, how an object should enter. Or object slide kulla eppadi enter aganum. How you want that object should enter into a slide. வெளியில இருந்து ஆப்ஜெக்ட் உள்ள வரும். The object will come from outside and it will come inside. That is enter. Second one, emphasis. First one is entrance, enter. Second one is emphasis. What is emphasis? The object will be the same area, அங்கேயே இருக்கும், but it will do some other object. It will do some changes. Font மாத்துறது, color மாத்துறது, underline. You want to change the font, you want to change the color, you want to underline it. You want to do some other things in the same area. It will not come inside. Next one is exit. Object will go out of your slide. Slide விட்டு வெளியில போயிடும் object. That object will go out of the slide. Fourth one, last one. Motion path. We can set a path. Pathwise the object will move. ஒரு path set பண்ணி left, right, I want to move the object. A randomized path கூட, you can move it by the randomized path also. So, 4 types of animation. Entrance, emphasis, exit, motion path. Let us start with entrance. Entrance indhe நம்ம start பண்ணுவோம். We'll start with the entrance. Select the object. The object select பண்ணுங்க. Title, I have selected it. Then animation. Go to the tab called as animation. Under the tab of animation, there is an arrow mark available under the animation. More button. Click on the more button. 4 types of animation. First one, entrance, green color. All the green colored are entrance. Or object எப்படி enter ஆகணும், உள்ள வரணும், வெளியில இருந்து உள்ள வரணும். It will come inside from the slide. Emphasis, same area, இருக்கிற இடத்துல இருக்கும். From same area it will grow and shrink, or it will rotate, or it will darken it. It will to make a transparency, or it will change the color. Emphasis. Exit, the object should go out, வெளியில போயிடும். So it will go out of your slide. Last one, motion path. You can set a path, line, arc, and in the மாதிரி you can put a turn, you can put a shape, you can put a loop, custom path. நம்ம draw பண்றதுக்கு ஏத்த மாதிரி based on your drawings it will move. So green is entrance, yellow is emphasis, red is exit, and motion path is black. But do we have only this option? இவ்வளவுதான் இருக்கு animation. Do we have only this animation? No, there are more animation available under this more entrance effects. இங்க போனீங்கன்னா இன்னும் further இருக்கு. There is further more option available under this more entrance effects. More entrance effects. So let us click on the arrow mark. And I go to the more entrance effects. And you select some effects. ஏதோ ஒரு effects select பண்ணுங்க. For example, box, circle. Click பண்ணி பார்த்தீங்கன்னா it will show you the preview. Fly in, pulse, split, wedges, wipe, wheel, நிறைய இருக்கு. For example, I will go with fly in. Fly in and select பண்ணி. I selected fly in. You can select anything, but I have selected fly in. Now fly in select பண்ணி. Now, after selected fly in, Okay. I selected fly in. You will get some numbers here. 1, 2, 3 number 1. This is the first animation we are doing. So you will get a number as 1. Okay. Now you can see it says number 1. If you do another animation, it will be 2, 3, 4. So we'll see that later. 1. Now let us run the slideshow and check. But before running the slideshow, I recommend to switch off the timings. Already we are given some timings, correct? The timings kuduthirkom. The timings I don't want the timings. I want to stop the timings. So how do we stop the timings? Slideshow, use timings, untick panit. Remove that use timings. After that, if you want, you can tick the timings also. That's your wish. Now I untick the timings. I'm unchecking the timings. Untick the timings. So use timings, uncheck panite. Remove the timings. Later, if you want the timings, you can tick it again. So the timings will work again. Your wish. I uncheck the timings. Now I run the slideshow. F5. I said that object should fly in. Fly in kuduthirukka. But unfortunately, it's not flying in. Why? Entrance. I selected entrance. It should fly in. Animation. I selected fly in. But it's not flying in. You have to make a click. Mouse click or click panningna when you make a click only it will fly in. Ninga click pannada fly. Sorry. When you make a click only it will be flying in. So barunga na poi click adikren. Now it's flying. So which is not a right one. I want this to fly in automatically. Enakku idu automatically fly out. I want this to fly in automatically. So select this object. The object select pannunga. Select the object. Go to animation. And I don't want this to fly in from the bottom. I want to fly in from the top. So animation. Effect option. Go to animation. Under animation, you can see the effect option where we can change your direction. From bottom, from left, from top, from right, so wherever you want. So I select it from top. And start. We'll see this advanced animation in another few minutes. This advanced animation, we'll see it later. Start. Here we have an option called a start. On click, after previous, with the previous. On click, after previous, with the previous. So let us go to on click. Instead of on click with the previous. Suppose I have two objects. Both the object will come together. After previous means first object, then second object. One by one. One by one means after previous. Parallelly together with the previous. Now you can select anything because I have only one object. With the previous panel, after previous panel, okay. But I always recommend to go with after previous. So that the slide appear on it will come. So let us select after previous. Now I run the slideshow F5. So now you can see it automatically flies from the top. Straight away, it will fly from the top. No need for making a click. It will automatically fly from the top. Okay. I selected the animation. Now you can see the one has changed into 0. Because we didn't click 1 click, 2 click, 0 click, it will straight away fly in. No need for clicking. Earlier 1 and 1. 1 click panna idu varum. Second click panna another object varum. But here 0. That means no clicking, it will straight away appear. And so 2 changes I did. Effect option. I changed the direction. Second one, start after previous. Then duration. If I press F5, it's flying from the top, but it's flying little bit faster. I want to make it as slower. Duration. Increase the duration. Maybe I'll put the duration as around 2 seconds. I'll come. Just a minute. 2 seconds. Delay. What is the delay? F5. It is flying from the top. 2 seconds. Slowly it's flying in. But when I run the slideshow, I don't want this to fly in straight away. I want to wait for half a second and then fly in. கொஞ்சம் வெயிட் பண்ணி ஃப்ளை பண்ணணும், அதான் டிலே. இது எவ்வளோ ஃபாஸ்ட்டாக வரணுன்றது டியூரேஷன். திஸ் டிலே எவ்வளோ நேரம் வெயிட் பண்ணும். சப்போஸ் ஒரு half a second it should wait. F5, it will not fly immediately. ஒரு half a second wait பண்ணி then it will fly. Then we'll see how to make this to fly in by letter, word by word. அடுத்தது letter by letter, word by word. இதெல்லாம் கிளிக் பண்ணாதான் வரும். So this topic I will finish it off 1 minute, 1 or 2 minutes, then we'll go for a break. I don't want to stop in between. Actually 10:45 தான், but okay. Finish பண்ணிடுவோம். Select the object. So what are all the things I did it is I selected fly in, effect option, start after previous, duration, delay. But I don't like this to object to fly in together. I want this object to fly in letter by letter, word by word. As I told, suppose if you have some paragraph like this, don't show all the paragraph at one time. One by one agami. Then only your audience will have more focus on what you are saying. So like this, I want this to fly in letter by letter or word by word. For example, MICROSOFT. You can do that. Or Microsoft, Power, Point, Training. Word by word also. Select the object. Go to the animation. Select the object and go to the animation again. Adhe animation poidunga. Under the animation, animation pen. Animation pen. Animation animation pane. Click on the animation pane. The animation pane click on. Click on the animation pane. Right hand side the animation pane will appear. Right side the animation pane appear also. Click on the arrow mark of the animation pane. And the arrow mark. First go to animation, click on animation pane. Right side animation pane will appear. Click on the arrow mark of the animation pane. Effect option. Ingo effect option. One more effect option. There is an effect option available on the top. There is another effect option. You have to go to this effect option. Click on the effect option. Here you can see at the last, Kadasiya, animate text all at once, by word, by letter. Do you want to animate it by word or letter by letter? Your wish. Your wish. So for example, I'll go by letter. And how speed you want it, how slow you want it. 10 kunja faster. If you want little bit slower, you can increase the delay. I'll say okay. Now if I run the slideshow, letter by letter it will fly in. Letter by letter of fly out. So Microsoft PowerPoint training. It's flying in letter by letter. Repeat the process. Select this. Go to animation pane. Animation pane. There is an arrow mark. And go to effect option. Under effect option, animate text by letter or by word. Chart la varumbodhu paakalam. How I want the January month, 1st February month, next objects, pictures. So that animation we'll see in our upcoming sessions. Okay. So let us save this file. And I minimize this. I'm pausing the video recording. We'll go for a break. Last session we have seen about animation. How to do animation, and animation and area patham we have seen several things. Effect option. We have seen about after, previous, duration, delay, and then we have seen how to do it by letter or word by word. This is fine. But assume this, I have did animation. Same animation, I want to do it for the next slide title also. Other slide title go, next slide title also, I want to do the same animation. Next slide title also, I want to do the same animation. So I cannot repeat all the animation one more time. Select the animation, effect option, after previous, duration, delay, effect option. I don't want to do it. I think in Excel, Word or PowerPoint, we have an option. I don't know, I think most of you would have seen it. Home tab, you can see there is a format painter available. Could you tell me what is that format painter used for? Edhuga use pannom format painter? Copy and paste the format. Very good. Same like, select this object. In the object select pannunga. Go to the tab called as animation. There you can find there is an option called as animation painter. Like a format painter which will copy and paste the format. This animation painter will copy and paste the animation. If the animation painter is graded out, it's deactivated, means you didn't select the object where the animation is did. Either animation pannina the object you select pannalam, you have not selected that object. So select the object, or else you can see the animation painter is graded out because there is no animation for it. But this object I have did it, so select the object. Animation painter is activated. If you want to copy this animation one time, one click. Go to the animation painter, one click. Go to the next slide and click on the title of that next slide. Next slide or the title and click pandra. Yes. The same animation is copied and pasted here. Ade animation copy paste. No need for redoing it again and again and again. Whatever the animation you did, same animation is copied and pasted here. But one time copy, one time paste. Can I copy it to the multiple slides? Select the object. Double click on the animation painter. 2 times. Double click. double click on the animation painter. Now I can go to the third slide, click on the title. Third slide also has the same animation. Fourth slide, click on the title. Fifth slide, click on the title. So you can click on any slides like this. Multiple copy, one copy and multiple paste. Double click. One click means one copy, one paste. Double click means one copy, multiple times you can paste it. If my pasting is over, you can press escape and you can come out of it. So no need to redo the animation every time. You can copy and paste the animations. Okay. Right. Let us go to some other slides where we have some points. For example, I have some key points. I have gone to some slides where I have some key points. Some slide. Or 5 points. You can see some 6 or 7 points are available here. Now, when I run the slideshow, Shift F5. F5 will run from the first slide. Shift F5, I'm running it from the current slide. Don't do this. In the many slides, I have around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. Don't display all the 6 points at one stroke. Or click all 6 points. Your audience will not get focused. And when you are presenting, people will read it. No one will see what you are saying. And people will read the last point and they will come to the first point. But you are discussing about the first point. First point is presentation. But people will read the second or third or fourth point. So, display one point at a time. At a time, over point display. How to do that? And second thing, conditional format. For example, first point I am going to display. We are discussing about the first point. And first point discussion is over. Now I will go to the second point. So when I am discussing about the second point, first point discussion is over. So I want to change the color of this, green color. So that means this first point discussion is over. Then I am discussing second point. Second point is over. When I come to the third point, the second point color should turn into green. Some other color, green. Or when I come to the fourth point, third point color should change. So what are all the points discussed? That should be in a color. What are all the points we are discussing? That should be in a color. Okay, first let us do one by one. Select the object. Select the object. Select that placeholder. Go to the animation again. I think one by one. One by one, I think the good animation is. You can use any animation. Peek in. Float in. These two animation will be good. You can select anything. I'm just giving a suggestion. Peek in or float in. This is better. To display one point at a time. Either you can go for peek in or you can go for float in. You can select appear, fade, split, width, shape. But I'm just giving a suggestion. Okay. So select the object. Animation, more button here. Peek in, float in. If you are able to see the peek in or float in, I am able to see the float in, but I am not able to see the peek in. So go to entrance, select the object, go to entrance effect. There you can find there is a peek in, float in, peek in. Float in, there will be somewhere else down. Float peek in, rise up. There are so many, float up. So I will select this peek in now. As of now, I will select this peek in. So I am selecting peek in. Okay. Now I will run the slideshow. If a slideshow run, I am going to run the slideshow. Shift F5. Don't press F5. F5 will run from the first slide. Shift F5. Click. First point will appear. Click. Second point will appear, but no colors. We didn't change the colors. Third point. So one point at a time. This is always better. Don't display all the point at one stroke. Or click at 5 point or 6 point over. Don't do that. Your audience will not get focused. So one point at a time. How can I change the color for? This is okay, fine. I'm okay with this. Let me go to the same slide. So first point will appear, then the second point, then the third point, then the fourth point. That's okay, fine. What are all the points completed? I want to give a color. What are all the points not completed? I want to give a different color. So go to the animation pane. Select the animation pane. Click on the animation pane. On the animation pane, now we used it. On the right hand side, there is an arrow mark. Just now we used this. Animation pane, there is an arrow mark. Click on the arrow mark. F option. Go to the effect option. Animation pane. If the animation pane is already opened, then go to the arrow mark. Effect option. Under effect option. Already we did this in the last session. That is after animate text all at once. So here what we are going to do it is under the enhancement, after animation, the first object is appearing. After getting the second object, the first object color should change. So after animation, don't dim. It says don't dim. Instead of don't dim, you can see there is an option, more color, don't dim. Don't dim is default. Hide. Hide means after animation that will go off. Hide after next mouse click that will get hidden. But I want to change the color for it. So let us go for this. Don't dim, more color. I click on more color and I select some color. Maybe I'll put a green color. I'm selecting a green color. You can select anything. I'm selecting a green color. Now let us run and check. Okay. Okay. Now let me run the slideshow. Running the slideshow. Click. First point is appearing. Fine. We are discussing about this point, importance of effective communication. Assume we are discussing, and after the discussion is over, click. The next point will appear, but the first point is turning into green. That means the first point discussion is over. We have completed the first point. Second point, now we are discussing about the second point. After the second point discussion is over, when I click, the second turns into green. Now we are in the third point. So currently what we are discussing, that will be in a different color. Whatever we have discussed, whatever we have completed, that will be in a different color. So click. Yes. Click. Okay. First to select the animation. Go to animation, peek in. After doing it, animation pane, arrow mark, effect options. After animation, change the color. Okay. Done. Here. Got it. Ready. So with the help of this, I want you to do it correctly here. With the help of this, what I want you to try here. நீங்க இத ட்ரை பண்ண போறோம். ஏதாவது ஒரு ஸ்லைடு எடுத்துங்க. You can take any slide as per your wish. எந்த ஸ்லைடு வேணாலும் எடுத்துங்க. What I want to do is just I'm showing a sample. Take any slide where we have some points. Main points இருக்க மாதிரி. When I click, the first point is appearing. Fine. First point is appearing. Okay. When I click, second point is appearing, the first point is disappeared. So only one point should be visible. When I click panna, third is visible, but first two point is not visible. At a time, one point is our. So I have to see only one point at a time. Do animation should display only one point at a time. If we concept effect option, instead of changing the color, you have to do some other color change. You have to do this option, that is yes. First. But it should be visible. Point should go out. Point should be visible. Okay. How to do this? Select any one of the slide where I have some points. I'm selecting some slide. Select the object, animation, some animation, floating, peaking, floating. Then see whether the animation pane is visible here. Animation pane, yes. If the animation pane is closed, click on the animation pane. Animation pane irukano. So that should be an animation pane. And go to the arrow mark here. Under the arrow mark, effect option. Go to the effect option. After animation, hide on next mouse click. Hide on next mouse click. I select this next object or first object should get hidden. Okay. Let me run the show, slideshow, Shift F5. Click. First point will appear. Then click. First point is disappearing and you will get only the second point. Click. Second point is disappearing. Third point. Fourth point is disappearing. Fifth point. So one by one. 1 point at a time. So my audience will have more focus on that points. I think some people have selected hide on next mouse click bala hide and good. So it's going off. Hide on next mouse click. Now the next one. Once again take any one of the slide. In the slide, ஏதாவது ஒரு slide எடுத்துங்க. You can take any one of the slide now. I want to do a animation. எனக்கு ஒரு animation நீங்க பண்ணணும். I want you to try this animation. Apply the question லே answer இருக்கு. The answer itself we have the question. So apply the animation so that the each point should get underlined. First point underline ஆகணும். After the first point is over, second point should get underlined. After the second point, the third point should get underlined. Question லே answer கொடுத்துருக்கேன். என்ன பண்ணணும்ன்றது question லே இருக்கு. Select the text and you do the underline animation effects. என்ன பண்ணணும், what you have to do it, that's available in the question itself. Emphasis. Under emphasis, you have to do the underline. First point, after first point underlining is over, second point, then the second is over, third is over, fourth. Come automatically. Automatic. Automatic not automatic. One. Point by point. Point main point model. Okay, how to do this? Select a slide where we have some points, sub points, main points, where we have only main points. Select the slide, go to animation, arrow mark, and you can see under the emphasis. If you are able to find out the underline here itself, you can do that. Underline panala, you can put the font color, you can put the brush color. Very important key points. I want my audience to read that point by point. Point by point, I will read panana. So then you can go for this underline point, font color or brush color also. For example, I will go for underline. So first point is getting underlined, second point, third point, fourth point, fifth point, sixth point is getting underlined. But this should happen automatically. And I'll go here, instead of on click, let us make it as after previous. Now if I run the slideshow, first point will get underlined, second point will get underlined, third point will get underlined, fourth point will get underlined, fifth point will, sixth point, seventh point. The underline kudukala, in the colors kudukala. For example, I'll go to some other slide, select the object, go to animation, more effects, maybe fill color na color, sorry, fill color, font color nala. So I'll go to the font color. The font color will get changed. Font color is getting changed. But I don't want the font color should get changed. I want a particular line or I want a very important point, key point. Or key point matta color marno. I want a key point, particular point. This is a very important point. Only this point should get underlined. Only this point should get color change. And mukkiyamana or point I want to highlight it. In the mukkiyamana point highlight panni kaami. I want to highlight this very important points. So select only that point. Go to the animation and it should keep on highlighting. Highlight, that should keep on highlighting. Click here. You can go to the font color. You can go to the brush color, underline, bold flash, bold river. Object color. You can make the object color. You can do anything like this. So I added the color. And what color you want? Maybe I want to change it to some color, maybe red color or brown color. So the color is getting changed. But this color should happen more frequently. The color, when I run the slideshow, I'm running the slideshow and I click, the color is getting changed. Click பண்ணும்போது color மாறுது, okay. So you can see click பண்ணும்போது the color is changing. So when I click, the color is changing. You know how to do that. On click, I can make it as after previous. On click, instead of on click, I make it as after previous. So when I run the slideshow, so very important key point. That's color mattam na mathi kaamikira. One particular area, I'm changing the color and I'm showing the color. A particular area. So particular area, I'm changing the color and showing the color. This is okay. But இன்னொரு point, key points இருக்குன்னு வச்சுங்களேன். For example, I have this key point. I want my audience should have more focus on this. இதில் தான் என்னோட audience focus அதிகமாக இருக்கும். I want to show the underline. But that underline should happen frequently. Underline பண்ணி காமிச்சிக்கிட்டே இருக்கணும். It should show the underline more frequently. Select the point. Animation. Last session what we did is color மட்டும் மாற்றணும். Now go to the animation. More option. Let us put the same underline here. I will put the same underline. It's underlining. That's okay. It is underlining. That is fine. But this underline should happen more frequently. So select this line. Animation pane once again. Go to the animation pane once again. Go to the animation pane. Go to the arrow mark of the animation pane again. Go to the arrow mark of the animation pane. Effect option, animation pane, effect option, Let us go for this timings. Under timings, what do you want to do? I want this animation should happen more frequently. Animate aite irukum. So let us say this repeat. How many times you want to repeat that underline? 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 10 times. End of next click, end of the slide. Slide mudira. Until the slide is completed, I want to keep on underlining. I want to focus my audience onto that particular area. Circle polla, underline polla, circle we'll see it in the later session. I can put end of the slide, start after previous. 2 things you have to change. Until end of the slide, after previous. But the underline is happening very fast. Can I make it as slow? Little bit slow. Slow underline out. I don't want to underline it very fast. I want to underline slower. So 3 things I changed. One is until end of the slide. And I made the duration as slow and after previous. Now say OK. Now when I run the slideshow, color, you can see it's keep on underlining. Or point munjana at the point at the underline panite, it will keep on underlining here. And underline panni kamchite, you can see that particular point is keep on underlining here. And the color keep on, the color is changing, highlighting. Color given a different color. So the key points I want to show the underline. So it's a very important point. I want to underline it and I want to show it. முக்கியமான பாயிண்ட் மட்டும் அண்டர்லைன் பண்ணி காமிக்கும். You have a very important point. I want to change the color. It should show frequently until I close the file. File close or the repeat item. Okay. அப்போ இதை செகண்ட் பண்ணீங்க இல்லையா, அந்த செகண்டை செலக்ட் பண்ணி அதை மட்டும் நீங்கள் வித் ப்ரீவியஸோடு கொடுத்துருங்க. அப்போ அது பண்ணும்போதே இது வந்துடும், ரெண்டும் ஒரே டைமில். both will happen parallelly. கலரும் மாறுது, இங்கே லைனும் வருது. So both are happening parallelly. வருது சார், தெரியல, ஸ்லோவாக தெரியுது. அது ஸ்பீடு கொஞ்சம் கம்மியாக இருக்கிறதுனால அது கொஞ்சம் ஸ்லோவாக இருக்குது. அதுக்கு நான் ஸ்பீடு கம்மி பண்ணல, இது ஸ்பீடு கம்மி பண்ணிடுறேன். both are coming parallelly. இது கொஞ்சம் ஸ்லோவாக இருக்கும், அதுவும் லைனும் கொஞ்சம் பெரிய லைனாக இருக்குல்ல. ஸோ இட்ஸ் டேக்கிங் சம் டைம். அப்போ சேர்த்துங்க. அப்போ என்ன பண்ணுங்க, ஐ வில் டூ இட் இன் சம் அதர் ஸ்லைட். அது இங்கே டிஸ்டர்ப் பண்ண வேணாம். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வாட் யூ டூ இஸ் செலக்ட் திஸ். அவருக்கு ஒரே இதுல ரெண்டு வரணுன்றா. ஒன் வேர்ட் should be underlined as well as should be color change. We'll see both. Select this. For example, product inspection. I'll go to animate. First I will do the color, font color. The color maathradhu potra. I'll put a color, font color. And what is the color? Some color. I'll put a green color or a purple color. Maybe I'm selecting a color. One part is over. And this, so now I'm doing it again. I selected the color and I'll go to the animation pane, effect option, and timings. After previous, then how many times I want to repeat it? I want to repeat it end of the slide. This is one part. Okay. So first what will happen is, if I run the slideshow, color will change. Automatically the color is getting changed. The color is getting, okay, the color is getting changed. I will change the color. Arrow mark, effect option, maybe not this. I'll put a green color and check. Green color. And I say okay, the color is changing. When I select the line, the color is changing into green. This is fine. I want to change the color for this and I want to put an underline for this also. Colorum mathano. As well as I want to do the underlining also. Both in one thing. Select this. Select this line again. Don't go to animation and don't go to this arrow mark. Don't do that. Because if you do that, suppose I am putting a line now, The font color will replace it with underline. So don't do that. Add animation. Second animation. Already change color is okay. Now I am going to add one more animation. Second animation. Add animation, underline. Add animation, underline. Now go to the arrow mark of that underline. I think there are two animations available. One is this color, second one is this underline. So this one is underlining. How do I know this is underline? When I click on the top, you can see the underline is selected. When I click this, first click பண்ணீங்கன்னா இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா you can see the font color is selected. So எந்த animation இருக்குன்னு எப்படி கண்டுபிடிக்கலாம்? இங்க click பண்ணீங்கன்னா தெரியும். When I click it, the underline animation is selected. When I click this, font color is selected. So click on this underline, same process. Click on this arrow mark, effect option, timings, repeat it, end of the slide, repeat until end of the slide. Duration, duration, sorry, fast or very slow. You make it as with previous. Color change parallelly. I want the underline should happen both together. First color, then underline after previous. First color, then underline it after previous. Color and underline should go together parallel. Then with the previous. Your wish, your creativity. Sir, he asked me to do both together. That's why I am using with the previous. Say okay. Yes. Now when I run the slideshow, both will happen together. Colorum marudhu, the underline is also happening as well as the color is also changed. Both together. Font color, background color, circle போட்டு காமிக்கலாம். Circle லாம் we'll see it in the later part. Okay. Yes. Let us go to any slide. As of now, I'm closing this animation pane. As of now, I'm closing the animation pane. I'm going to insert a new slide. Control M. Let us discuss about pictures. Let us discuss about picture now. So I have inserted a new slide. Insert a new slide. And we'll discuss about picture and we'll discuss about slide layout. If you want to insert everything, you should have an appropriate layout. Just like that, you cannot insert anything. Insert don't do that. For example, I inserted a slide. Normally, what people will do is slide insert straight away they will go to the insert. And straight away they will go to the picture and this device. Suppose I'll take this device. We have this device, that picture folder. And the picture folder la edo or picture. Let us select some picture. For example, I'll select this koala bear. Your picture. I select this picture and I'll say insert. You can see it's not fitting with my slide. Slide or a correct fit all. It's going outside my slide. It is not fitting with my slide. So for everything, there is a layout. If you want to insert a slide, if you want to insert a picture, if you want to insert a graph, everything or layout. If there is no layout, we can create a layout. Normally, our layout create. We can create a layout. First, we'll see where is that layout. Go to the home tab. When I go to the home tab, on the slides group, there is a layout available. Layout, you can see there is a slide layout. If you are not able to see the layout, that means your screen size is very small here. So, in the screen size, click here, layout. Or, if you are not able to use this layout, no problem. Left hand side, slides, right click. There also, you can see the layout will be available. The right side, left hand side layout slide and go to that layout where we can see the layouts are available here. The best layout for inserting a picture is title and content. Title and content. That's the best layout. Everything we'll see. Layout. For which layout is better, we'll see it one by one. Title and content is the best layout. So click on that title and content. Either go to the home tab, layout, title and content. Right click, layout, title and content. Now I will insert a picture. Now I picture insert. I have selected a layout. Now I'll go to insert. I'll go to picture, this device. Insert picture, this device, online or offline. I think offline picture. Now I select the koala bear and I say okay. Yes. Now it will fit within that placeholder. And the placeholder kulla correct fit agum. This is the advantage of using the layout. So it's better you have to fix a layout and you have to use the layout here. Picture layout. அதுக்கு வேற லேஅவுட் இருக்கு இல்லையா? லேஅவுட்ல டூ லேஅவுட் இருக்கு, கம்பேரிசன் லேஅவுட். நெக்ஸ்ட் அது சொல்றேன். Picture, 3 pictures, 4 pictures, multiple pictures. We'll see one by one. Now, you are using 365 if you are connected online, if you have Copilot. There is a feature available. Automatically, you can edit this picture. Adhuve edit panni, automatic background removal, everything will be done automatically. I will tell you how to do it online, offline also. AI illama pada. With AI, without AI also I will tell you how to do that. When I select the picture, assume that I am online, now I am using Copilot, I am using AI tool. Select the picture and go to the picture format on the top. Picture format on the top. When I go to the picture format on the first, there is an option called as edit picture. If you are connected online, you will have a different option. Offline, you will have a disconnect panni. I will show you how to do it offline also. So go to picture and I go to edit picture. Through a AI tool, it automatically does something. You can see AI generated. AI is doing some process on the background. Adhuve or process panno. Here what I will do is edit picture. And there is a button available called as remove background. When I click on remove background, using AI, it automatically removes some background. Adhuve recognize panni, it automatically removed some background here. So it has removed a background and the background is getting removed automatically here. But if I want to keep something, if I want to remove something, for example, it has removed almost 80% it has removed the background. But some area it is not able to remove the background. For example, in the trees or in the branches, it's not able to remove it. Here it is not able to remove it. So what I can do, select, click on select, keep or remove. Offline எப்படி பண்றது நான் next சொல்றேன். Offline I will tell you how to do that. First I am doing it in an online through a AI. Select, remove. Which area you want to remove? Click on that remove. எனக்கு இந்த ஏரியாவை, this area I want to remove it. And this area I want to remove it. So எந்த ஏரியா வரணுமோ அந்த ஏரியாவை click பண்ணுங்க. That area will get removed from your picture. First select பண்ணி remove, எந்த ஏரியா remove பண்ணு. Select பண்ணி keep, which area you want to keep it. And save it. Yes, that area will get removed from your picture. If you are doing it in online through a AI. But assume I don't have AI. I am not in online. So only I will disconnect that internet. So now internet disconnect panita. Now I want to remove this background. I don't use AI. How can I remove the background? Select the picture again. Format picture straight away there is a button called as remove background. Straight away there is a button called as remove background, which is to do actually. Since you are not using 365, obviously 2024 மாறிட்டாங்க 365 இல்லனா நீங்க இப்படி தான் பண்ணி ஆகணும். So select the picture, go to remove background. Under remove background there is a picture available here. In this picture, so there is some area, sorry. So remove background. After clicking on that remove background, on the top you can see there is a button called as background removal. Background removal. In background removal, mark areas to keep, mark areas to remove. Mark areas to keep, mark areas to remove. So which are all the areas you want to keep it, mark it. Which are all the areas you want to remove it, mark it. For example, in the picture, this pinked area is removed from my picture. For example, in the beard and the car, this area it is getting removed. The eye is also getting removed. The hand is getting removed. This area is removed. I want that area back. Mark areas to keep. Background removal. Mark areas to keep. Which area? Maybe or pencil mari unga cursor mari. Your cursor will turn into a pencil. Select that area. And select this area. In the area, just select pan. And this hand and the kai select that area. Click and drag. Select this area. And the eye also, the kannu remove it. Select this area. Whichever the area you want it, select it and mark it. And the area mark panni. Suppose between that hand and this gap, in the gap lower area, this area I don't want it in my picture. And the area picture la venda. Mark areas to remove. And mark that area. And the area mark panni. So whichever the area you want to keep it, mark it. Whichever the area you want to remove it, adhiya mark panni. Mark it both. Now keep changes. Yes. Now the background is removed and you got only the picture. And the picture mattume visible. Only the picture are visible here. Select the picture. Background remove. Remove background. And you have to mark the area which you want to remove. Mark the area which you want to keep. You in the area keep pannamo and the area mark panno. Which area you want to remove, you have to mark that area also. Rendutiyum mark panni at last say keep changes, then you will have the changes. Okay. Now, I want to insert two pictures. I want to insert two pictures. Let me press Ctrl M. I want to insert two pictures. So tell me whether there is a layout available for inserting two pictures. No, two pictures, not comparing. Just two pictures. So layout, there is a layout called as two content. Comparison I will tell you in another few minutes. Two content. Two content. There is two content. Click on two content. But how can I insert a picture inside this content? I want to insert a picture inside this content. So you can notice there is a button available here. Whatever content is romba simple. You can go to straight away insert picture. That picture will insert it inside that placeholder. But I have two content. Here I want to insert a picture. Here I want to insert a picture. Either place the cursor here. Go to insert picture. That's one method. Place the cursor here, insert picture so that it will fit here. That's one method. Another method, there is a button available here inside that content. There is a button for inserting the picture. So click on this button from device. Now let me insert one picture. For example, I am inserting a desert. Insert. It will fit within that placeholder exactly. Now here also I will go to that insert picture. There is a button from device. Picture. So two picture is getting inserted. Place the what happens if I have 4 pictures, 5 pictures, 10 pictures? Yes, that we'll see it in another few minutes. Photo album எல்லாத்தையும் பார்க்கலாம். Okay. Now, with the help of this, insert any slide. You can insert a slide. And I want you to insert 2 picture. When I go to that folder, PowerPoint exercise, அதில் BGR அப்படின்னு ஒரு folder இருக்கும். There is a folder called as BGR, where we have 2 picture, picture 1, picture 2. And the BGR னு ஒரு folderல we have 2 pictures. I want you all to insert the 2 picture in a slide. ஒரு ஸ்லைடில் அந்த 2 பிக்சரையும் இன்சர்ட் பண்ணிடுங்க. இன்சர்ட் தட் பிக்சர் அண்ட் ரிமூவ் த பேக்ரவுண்ட். அண்ட் ஐ வாண்ட் த பிக்சர் ஷுட் பி ஷோன் லைக் திஸ். எனக்கு பிக்சர் இப்படி தான் வரணும். ஐ வாண்ட் த பிக்சர் ஷுட் பி ஷோன் லைக் திஸ். ஸோ அந்த லேம்ப் இருக்கு, லேம்ப் மட்டும் வேணும். ஒரு பர்சன் இருக்காரு, அவர் மட்டும் வேணும். அவருடைய பேக்ரவுண்டு பின்னாடிலாம் ஏதோ இருக்கு. தட் ஹாஸ் டு பி ரிமூவ்டு ஃப்ரம் தட் பிக்சர். So insert 2 picture in a slide and remove the background of that picture. And my picture should look like this. A picture in the marker. Final output should look like this. On the same picture to insert. Okay, don't use only just feature. BGR, there's a folder called as BGR. Okay, so let me try here. But to try this, I have to disconnect my Wi-Fi. Otherwise, it will go to AI online. So background, we have to remove the background now. Let me insert the picture one by one. First, I click here and go to from device, and I select that picture which is available in BGR. Select the first picture or first this picture, and I say insert. Similarly, I click here and I'll go to from device and I select the second picture and insert. Now I want to remove the background. So go to picture format, remove background. So you can see almost it has removed, but still there is some area. You can see the head somewhere else here, and this area somewhere else here, this area. So this area I want, some areas I want to keep, some areas I want to remove. First let us go to mark areas to keep. So I want to keep this area. Then I want to keep this area. This area. So we have to keep this area. That's all almost, I think, yes. Almost done. I think mark area to remove, it's not required, everything is removed. Keep changes. Yes. Perfect. Then select this picture, format picture, remove background, and it has automatically removed some background. Some areas I want to keep it. Mark areas to keep. This area I want it. This area I want it. This area I want it. Maybe this part. Maybe this part also. But still this window is not required. Mark areas to remove. This area I don't want. This area I don't want. This part. So like this, whichever the area you want, you can keep it. Whichever the area you don't want, you can remove it. Yes. Keep changes. Okay. This is background removal. After removing the background, now for example, in this lamp, this particular area, this white area, this is not required. It's not removing the background from the picture itself. I want to remove this white area. Select the picture. I want only this lamp, not this white area has to be removed. Same like for him, some white areas are there. I have to remove that white areas. Select the picture. Go to the picture format. Under picture format, crop. Under crop, there are so many options. The crop to shape, aspect ratio, fill, fit. These are all I will explain in the next session. Now, let us click on the crop. Straight away, click on the crop. And you can see surrounding the picture, some lines are appearing. Using that, select and pull it and I drag it and I bring it till this. Now, if you press escape, that picture will have only that area, that white area will get removed. The reason of removing the white area is file size will be lesser. Otherwise, file size will get increased. Unwanted areas, not only white area, unwanted areas from any picture. For example, I'll go to the previous slide. In this mountain, I want to remove some mountains. I have 3 or 4 mountains. I want only this mountain. Go to picture format, crop, click on that crop, and you can crop that area. There is a black color, click and drag, and I can crop that area. So which area you don't want it on the picture, not the background, that area itself totally I want to remove it. That's called as cropping. After doing it, escape. Press escape, it will be removed from our picture. Things, one is the background removal and this one is cropping. And please explore the other option available in this picture. For example, I select the picture. I want to know how this picture will look like. If you have a, suppose it's raining here. When I see this through a glass door, how it will be. Or when I change the color, how it will be. I change the contrast, brightness. Select the picture, picture format, select the picture and go to picture format. Under this you can see a small buttons are available. Corrections. Correction. There is correction here where we can adjust the brightness and contrast. Colors. Where we can, I want more greenish, more whitish, or I want this picture to be in black and white. Black and first area select panina black and white picture. I don't like this picture to be in color. I want the picture to be in black and white. So you can select the picture to be in black and white picture. Artistic effect. As I told, when I see it through a glass door, how will be the picture? Blur, mosaic bubbles. So on the you can place something here. So, the artistic effect, which artistic effects you want, you can select it. Then, I want to put some frameworks in the plain picture or emboss panni 2D, 3D format, I want it. Select the picture format, picture styles. Picture styles. Click on the more button of the picture styles. There are some frameworks. You can select anything like this. So you can see some frameworks like this. Maybe I prefer to go with the fourth one. The fourth one, emboss 2D format. Drop shadow rectangle. I selected drop shadow rectangle. Or you can select anything. You don't select shadow with the shadow like this. So whichever the options you want, you can select it. Any layouts? Presently it looks much better. When I run the slideshow, when I run the slideshow, my picture looks much better. Compared to normal, when you do this frameworks or shadows or something, it looks much better. Right. Let me press Control M. So this is 2 pictures. How can I get 4 pictures, 3 pictures, 10 pictures? That's we are going to see in another few minutes. Before that, I want to make a comparison. Before it was like this, after it was like this. So you know there is a layout available for comparison. Go to layout. Under layout, there is a layout for comparison. Comparison. There is a layout called as comparison. So I want to compare 2 pictures. Compare before, after. For 5 years or anything, I want to put a before, I want to put a after. So before, let me click on this picture. From device, maybe I'll go to the same picture folder. Before, which picture is good for before? Before it was a manual assembly line. Before they are assembling the vehicles manually. Manual assembly line. Before I selected the manual assembly line, they are manually assembling it. After I click on this after, from device, now it was automated robotic line. Now the robots are assembling. So before, after. And let me put some frameworks for this also. Drop shadow rectangle, drop shadow rectangle. Okay. Can you tell me what will happen if I insert more pictures like this? இந்த மாதிரி நம்ம நிறைய picture insert பண்ணிட்டே போனா என்ன ஆகும்? Could you tell me what will happen if I insert more pictures like this? File size will get increased. How can I check the file size? File India. This one. Before that, first let me save the file. File, then options. File, options. You are halfway right there. Not file options. First save the file, Control S. Go to file, under file, info. New open share. Info. Click on that info. On the right side, you can see it shows what is the size of your file. 4.42 MB. The size of the file is 4.42 MB. And how many slides are there? How many hidden slides? What is the title of the slide? When we have last modified, when we have created it. You have to put information. So I think we have created the file on 29/7/2026, 12:07 PM. Day before we have created the file. Last modified. Just now I have modified and I saved it. But can I get more information about this? Information one. I want to know when I took a printout, how many times I have saved the file, what is the revision of the file, and what are all the fonts I am using it. I need it. So there is an option called show all properties. Show all properties. So when I click on show all properties, it shows who is the author, when we have modified, and what is the status of the file, categories, subjects, but still you can put your company name, you can put the status, whether we have completed it or still in the progress. But I want further more option. So go to the top, properties. Click on properties. Under properties, advanced properties. Properties, advanced properties. Click on advanced properties. You will get more option here. Advanced properties like general. What is the type of the file? Where is that file located? In the file angle located. What is the size of the file? What is the file name? When we have created, when we have modified, when we have accessed. Statistics, created, modified, access. Have you took a printout of this file? The file printout. When you took a printout, who last saved the file? How many times I have saved the file? And what is the total time of editing? எவ்வளவு நேரமா இந்த ஃபைலை ஒர்க் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம்? 469 minutes we are working on the file. How many slides are there? How many paragraphs? How many words? How many notes? How many hiddens? How many medias? என்னென்ன font யூஸ் பண்றீங்க? என்னென்ன what are all the fonts you are used? What is the themes you are used? What are all the slides you are using? It will show you everything here. All the information it will show here. But I don't want this much of information. Only one thing what I want is I want the size of the file. 4.42 MB. But I don't want this 4.42 MB. I want to reduce this file size. Reduce the file size. Select any one of the picture. The file size is increasing because of two reasons. One is because of the picture. Second one is video and audio files. Video and audio file panna adu eppadi kammi pannu we'll see it by today evening. In evening paakalam namba. We'll see how to reduce the file size if it is a video or audio file. Select this picture. Go to format picture. Picture format. Under picture format. Picture quality. Picture quality. In old version straight away it will be there. Latest version there is a picture quality. Click on that picture. If you are not able to see the picture quality, that means your screen size is very small. Or chinna button irukum paru. You can see a small button here. Click on that picture quality. Compress picture, upskill picture. Upskilling. Upskilling we don't do it now. Upskilling now size increase pandrathu. Quality increase. Quality increase the quality of the picture. Let us go for compress picture now. So go to the picture. Compress picture. Under compress picture, two things you have to do. One is apply only to the picture. No. Untick it. I want to do the compression for all my picture. All my picture should get compressed. Delete cropped area. Yes. The delete cropped area should be selected. The delete cropped area kandipa selected. It has to be selected. And what is the quality of the picture? High fidelity, HD, print, web. But if you want a very good quality, then you have to leave it as it is, default quality. But I want to reduce the file size. So you have to go for the last one. Email. Minimize the document size for sharing. But it will reduce the quality of the picture. Or picture quality will get reduced. No worries. Printout, it will make a change. That's photocopy printout. Normal printout, it doesn't make a change. Projector learn doesn't make a very big change. When you take a printout, then there may be a major change. So I selected email and I say OK. Now let me save the file. Control yes. So I saved the file. Now let me go to file. Info. Yes. Earlier my file size was more than 4 MB. Now it was reduced to 1 MB. Munadi 4 MB மேல it was more than 4 MB. Now it was reduced to 1.3. Sometimes KB la kuda vandum. It will be sometimes in the KB format also. After sending it, if you want to improve the picture, this is a new feature, latest version, old version, you cannot do that. Go to picture quality, upskill the picture. You have to upskill, you have to improve the picture. But for that, Wi-Fi is required and it will improve the quality of your picture also. Upskilling. Upskilling means once again, it will restore the quality back. Compress பண்ணி அம்ச்சிட்டீங்க திரும்ப I want the quality back again, then you have to restore the quality, means you have to go for that upskilling picture. But for that the Wi-Fi is required. Picture quality, upskill. ஏஐ போட்டு இதை அப்ஸ்கில் பண்ணி உங்களோட பிக்சர் இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் பெட்டரான குவாலிட்டியாக மாற்றி. It's improving the resolution. It will upskill and it will make the picture much better picture. Upskill பண்ணி. Okay, I'm not doing it now. Okay. Finally, before the break, we'll finish up the small topic. One picture, yes, layout is there. Two picture, we have a layout. Comparison, we have a layout. Fine. Suppose I want 4 pictures or 3 picture. I want to insert 3 picture and 1 text box. Or I want to insert 2 picture, 1 chart. Or 2 charts and 1 picture. Like this, I want my own layout. Let us say a small layout. I want 3 picture and 1 text box. So I want 3 picture and 1 text box. Text box is for typing and 3 picture is for inserting 3 picture. Let me insert a slide. Control M. And let me go to the layout and I check whether there is a layout available for inserting 3 picture. I want 3 picture and 1 table. Sorry, 1 text box. Is there a layout available here? No, there is no layout. No worries. We can create a layout. We can create a layout. And that layout, I can apply the layout in any slide throughout the presentation. இந்த PowerPoint presentationல எங்க வேணாலும் அந்த லேஅவுட்டை நான் அப்ளை பண்ணலாம், குளோபலா அப்ளை பண்ணலாம். ஸோ எங்க வேணாலும் நான் லேஅவுட் அப்ளை பண்ணணும். ஸோ எங்க வேர் வி ஹேவ் டு கிரியேட் இட், ஐ வாண்ட் அப்ளை இட் த்ரூ அவுட் மை PowerPoint presentation, வேர் எவர் ஐ வாண்ட் ஐ கேன் அப்ளை இட். அப்படின்னா அதை நான் எங்க பண்ணணும்? மாஸ்டர். வெரி குட், சூப்பர். Go to view. Go to view, slide master. If you want to create a layout for yourself, உங்களுக்குன்னு ஒரு லேஅவுட்டை கிரியேட் பண்ணணும். கண்டிப்பா பண்ணுவீங்க. In your companies also I have seen people are creating their own layouts. So because all the layouts may not be available in PowerPoint, you have to create your own layouts. So viewக்கு போயிடுங்க. Slide master. Go to view, slide master. Your cursor can be anywhere. It's not required you have to go to the first slide, second slide or third slide. எங்க வேணாலும் cursor வச்சுங்க. Your wish. Second slide, third slide, எங்க வேணாலும், wherever you want you can place the cursor. Then, so go to the view, go to the slide master. Under the slide master, go to the slide master. Insert layout. Don't insert master. Innor master வந்துரும். So it will create another master. But insert layout. Insert layout. Insert a layout. Now, I think yesterday itself, day before itself, we have discussed it. Each object we are inserting, அதுக்கு ஒரு technical ஒரு name இருக்கு. Could you tell me what is the technical name for that? I should not call it as box. அதுக்குன்னு ஒரு பேர் இருக்கு. Placeholder. Very good. So go to that slide master. Go to the slide master. Insert placeholder. Insert placeholder. Insert placeholder. Content placeholder. Text placeholder. Picture fit and fill. இது ஒரு புது feature, fit and fill. So இதுல whatever you want, I want to fill it within the placeholder. அந்த பாக்ஸுக்குள்ள fill ஆகணும் picture. So let us say fill. I want to fit. நீங்க எது வேணாலும் போட்டுங்க இப்போதைக்கு. So let us say picture fill. And I draw the box. So I can insert a picture inside it. Inside this, I want to insert a picture. Here, the one box I have created where I can insert a picture. Could you tell me how can I take one more copy of this? Another copy எப்படி இருக்கலாம்? Control D. Take a copy and I bring it here. When I bring it here, PowerPoint will suggest you where is the right way to place it. எங்க பிளேஸ் பண்ணா கரெக்டா இருக்குன்னு PowerPoint சஜஸ்ட் பண்ணும். பட் ஸ்டில் இஃப் யூ ஆர் நாட் ஏபிள் டு பிளேஸ் இட் ரைட்லி, நோ ப்ராப்ளம். தெர் இஸ் ஒன் மோர் மெத்தட் டு பிளேஸ் இட் ஆல்சோ. ஐ வில் எக்ஸ்பிளைன். சப்போஸ் நான் கரெக்டா பிளேஸ் பண்ணல, அன்னோயிங்லி ஐ பிளேஸ்ட் இட் சம்வேர் எல்ஸ். ஒன் மோர், Control D. So I am creating 3 box for inserting the picture. 3 box for inserting a picture. 3 placeholder for inserting a picture. and one box for insert, one placeholder for entering a text. Go to insert placeholder, text. So here I'm going to insert a text. Okay. So 3 placeholder for inserting a picture, 1 placeholder for inserting a text box. But click to edit master, that all I don't want. Select it, delete it, and I'm giving some message. Click here to add content, something. I'm giving some message for my user. So if they click here, they can add some content. Now, I have inserted 3 objects, 3 placeholder, 1 placeholder for text. Now this 2 object is not aligned properly. In the box proper. The alignment is not proper here. So select the 2 object. First object, control key, second object. First object, second object. Both the top should be at same position. Rendu top ore position la irukano. So select the object, shape format, contextual tab, shape format, align, shape format align. When you go to the shape format, alignment is very important. In presentation, alignment correct, that's very vital. So go to shape format, align, left, align center, align right, align top, align middle, align bottom, align top. Rendu object ore position la align airukkom top la. So let us say align top. Yes, iparunga rendu box top la ore mari align airukku. Both the box are aligned at the top properly. Select both the object, align top. Maybe adhe mari in the rendu box, this 2. I select this 2. In the left hand side it was not aligned properly. Shape format, align, left. The rendu thoda left ore edlar. Select this 2 box, placeholder, shape format, align, top. So in the rendu thoda top, these 2 tops are in the same position. So like this you can align it. Or drag பண்ணும்போதே it will guide you where to place it. அப்பவே place பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா okay, that's well and good actually. அப்படி இல்லைன்னா நீங்க align. You have to align it like this. Now we did it. Finally we have to save this template. It only on the in the layout we have to save this layout. How to save this layout is very simple. Left hand side you can see the layout. Left hand side there is a layout. Right click on the layout. Right click on this layout here. There is a layout. This is the layout which we have created just now. Right click on the layout. Rename the layout. Rename is equivalent to saving your file, saving the layout. Right click, rename layout. What is the layout you are going to give? Maybe I'll give a name. 3 picture and 1 text, 1 content. 3 picture and 1 content layout. I'm giving my own name. For my convenience, I'm giving a name. 3 picture with 1 layout. Rename. So first we came into the slide master. First we come into the slide master. Then we inserted the layout. Then we have gone to slide master. We inserted the layout. Second, we have inserted the placeholder and arranged the placeholder properly. What placeholder you want, picture or a text or whatever. Then arranged it. Finally, right click, rename. Rename pannittom. Now, close master view. After doing everything, now close master view. Solunga. Tell me, for this slide, I want that layout. How can I apply that layout here? Go to home tab, layout, or right click, layout. Your layout should be there. Neenga create panna layout anga kandipa irukanum. It's there. 3 picture with 1 content. நாம உருவாக்கின லேஅவுட் அங்க இருக்கு. Now it's very simple. Picture இதுக்குள்ள போடணுமா, insert from device, insert a picture. So அதுக்குள்ள picture வந்துச்சு பாருங்க. Insert from device. Insert picture from device. Some text here. So our own customized layout. நாமளே உருவாக்கின ஒரு layout. So best, please use the layout. அப்பதான் அந்த alignmentலாம் ப்ராப்பரா இருக்கும். Picture alignment, everything will be proper. Just like that, don't insert 3 picture. அழகமா எல்லாரும் ஸ்லைட் இன்சர்ட் பண்ணி ஒரு 3-4 பிக்சர் இன்சர்ட் பண்ணிட்டு போயிடுறாங்க. அலைன்மெண்ட்டே கரெக்டா இருக்காது. Every time your picture will be different. அதனால create a layout. இன்னும் சில லேஅவுட்ஸ் பத்தி will see more on picture will see. இன்னும் பார்க்கல, இன்னும் நிறைய பிக்சர் பத்தி பார்க்க வேண்டியது. Okay. If you have any other question, doubts, queries, please park it. Kandipa, it will be clarified. We'll park it. I think it's scheduled for our break. So we'll go for a lunch break. That's not the right way. அதுக்கு பதிலா செக்ஷன் பிரிச்சிருங்க. நான் சொல்றேன் எப்படி செக்ஷன். 2 மாஸ்டர் வச்சீங்கன்னா இதுக்கு ஒரு கண்டென்ட் இருக்கும், அது ஒரு கண்டென்ட் இருக்கும், லேஅவுட்டே மாறி போயிடும். ஒரே லேஅவுட் வச்சுக்கிட்டு ஒரே மாஸ்டர் வச்சுக்கிட்டு செக்ஷன் பிரிக்கலாம். ஆஃப்டர்நூன் பார்த்தோம் how to split the section. அதுக்கு நீங்க டிஃபரெண்ட் டிசைன் வச்சுக்கலாம். இதுக்கு ஒரு டெம்ப்ளேட், அதுக்கு ஒரு டெம்ப்ளேட் வச்சுக்கலாம். செக்ஷன்ஸ். We'll see section today. Okay. Yes. I am stopping the video recording.